Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is episode 7 of Kleines Land. So, it is mid-autumn now. What's been done? I thought I had a list, but I think I might have gotten rid of it on accident. So anyhow, I don't remember what I did since last time. But essentially where we're at is this field's been harvested, taken care of. I have a load of sunflowers here, 3150, plus we have 2440 in storage. 1240 is what they're at right now. It was on the rise, but it stopped there. I think we're gonna sell it. We'll probably end up selling the wheat too once that tops out. And the reason we're gonna sell it, it's not the highest point of the year right now, but 1200 is kind of the highest point it's supposed to get to throughout the year. So I'm pretty happy selling it at 1240 right now. Now we do also have a great demand for wool, but it's only 3250. We've been selling at 4,000 per 1,000 liters because we still have our wool over here if we look. So we still have all of our wool from last year. So I'm not going to do anything with that just yet. But we are going to sell the sunflower with you guys in here. Where are we taking this sunflower to? The land handle is right up over here. That one. Okay, perfect. So we know where that's at. Let's get that taken care of. Otherwise, everything's going good. I did remove one of the greenhouses, and I don't think I talked about that yet. So I'll talk about that here in just a second. I have a lot of comments that you guys have left. Several of you made some comments about removing one of the greenhouses, so we only did half the income, but we'll talk about that later on. Let me get this going here. Let me just unload this. Let's see what we get. So we should get a decent chunk of change from selling our sunflower. And this is just a cash harvest essentially for us. So we'll see how much we made off of that field total this year. 1240 per 1,000 liters, so that's not too bad. So we should be doing pretty good. Yeah, 3907. We'll take that. Plus we have another partial load, so we'll probably get about 6 grand off that field, which I know isn't great for a year worth of work and harvest and whatnot, but I mean, at the same time, we'll take it. So I do want to say thank you guys for all your guys' suggestions, comments, and everything like that about what we should do on the map. We will go over all the comments, probably not in this recorded segment here, but we will talk about a lot of the comments you guys made, and I'll give quite a few of you guys shout outs. I got like 15, 20 comments I want to mention, so we'll mention all those as we keep going. Right now we're gonna get the sunflower sold off, and then I'm gonna keep chugging along, and I will probably, well, actually with you guys in here, since all the animals have been taken care of, we'll probably fast forward some time after we sell the sunflowers and see if we can't get that wheat price to top out, because if we can get it over 600, that's a pretty good price for wheat, so I would be happy selling it then. If I can get that back. There we go. Perfect. Yes, I'd be happy selling the wheat. Obviously, we have oats in here as well, but we're going to hold on to the oats for our horses. We'll get this rolling here. Yeah, we should be doing pretty darn good off of this harvest. Yeah, 2440, so we'll get at least another 2 grand, probably more. So probably like 7 or 8 grand actually total off of the... Well, it won't be 8 because we got 4 off of that first one, so probably about 7. 7, I think, is probably a fair guesstimation of how much we'll make off of everything. We'll get this guy going over here. I'm excited to get some equipment as we keep going and make some more money on here, so I'm excited to see what we're going to be able to accomplish getting stuff done on here. I think this is going to turn out to be a pretty good farm. All right. There we go. Money's going up pretty steadily. So 3,900 bucks for the first load, plus another 3 grand. Okay, so 6,900 bucks. We'll take that. Darn near 7 grand, like I was saying. So that's perfect. That's a really good income for us. Let's get this guy over here to load it up with wheat, because I'm assuming we're probably going to sell the wheat. If not, we can always unload it. Not too big of a deal to do that. I know I'm cutting through people's yards. I'm sure they probably don't appreciate that, but it's fine. We'll just go for it. Get pulled under the silo here. This is the fruits of our labor. Put the wheat in here. Where did we get all this wheat? Was it off a couple of harvest contracts? I think this is all extra. I think it has to be off of a couple of harvest contracts, because we never did wheat, so it has to be. Okay. So we're waiting for that basically to top out is what we're waiting for. So we're going to go ahead and... It'll probably be a dark when it tops out if it does end up topping out. Okay, oh. 582. If we look at wheat on here, it could get up there a little bit more. let's just go ahead and sell it. I think let's just go ahead and sell it. We don't have any lights on this tractor though, so this might be a little, I mean, that also could pass it. I doubt it, but that could pass it. We'll see what it's like in the morning. Now also too, as we go through the night here, we'll get our payment for our livery stables. Now I'm not going to take any money out for our income, for our property income, because, well, it's cut in half by losing one of the greenhouses. Now the greenhouse was worth 12 grand when I sold it, but I didn't take the money for it. Oh, 589, it still actually went up a little bit. I didn't take the money for it. I took the money out of the account because I figured it just seemed a little unfair. I know we owned it, but I don't know who would buy a used greenhouse and come transport it. 593, it's still going up a little bit, but let's go ahead and we should push our luck. 94, 95, 96. How are our animals doing? I want to check them too. They're still doing fine. They should theoretically be good for 2 days. What is that that's on sale? Let's look at the store. Always check when there's a sale. Oh, that's not bad. A little mower. We could get a mower. I did also think about, for mowers, getting, at some point and trying it out, this guy. The Rosamash. It's the same price as the 4-foot, and it's got a much bigger header, so I think that'll be a good one for us to use. But yeah, we also could use, actually it'd be kind of funny if we used it. I've never used it before. Is this guy 14 grand for that little mower there? 2 meter working with. I mean, it's not great, but that would kind of fit pretty well with what we got going on here. How's that price? Let's just, oh, it's going down. It says, yep, 597. Okay, that's pretty good. That's almost 600, so I'm pretty happy with that price. So we should get a decent chunk of change for this. It won't be sunflower money, but it'll probably be half that. So we'll probably get what, in our 3,300 bucks, 3,500 bucks maybe, but somewhere in there. So that'll be a decent chunk of change as well for us. And we'll be sitting pretty good financially. Our money's starting to go up. We need to start saving up to, I think, buy land. I think is going to be our next goal. I want to do some kind of oh, I need to get over. Oh, I knew I was going to hit that. I think I want to start working on, and we'll talk about this a little bit later. I think I want to start working on getting the land to either, I mean, one of the things we want to do, we either want to buy this forestry area, which is 83,000, or this one's 65. That one's cheaper. That one's cheaper, but I think I want this one because it kind of makes sense with what we got going on. Now we could also say that we, you know, buy some more of this land around here, and stuff like that. But I almost want to just maybe just start our new yard and start working from there. There's 1,800 bucks there, so we'll get another little bit here. So that's what I'm thinking. I think I want to start working on getting our new yard put in. I think that's the plan. We'll talk about a few things as I go over some comments, because you guys left a lot of really good comments, which I honestly appreciate. You guys have been absolutely awesome. You guys have really been enjoying this series, and I've been really enjoying playing on it, to be fair. But yeah, okay. Let's get around this guy here. Oop. There we go. Grab the wheat out of here. Get that sold off. Since that price is still good. Yep. Yeah, it's a decent price for it, so I'll be happy with that. Right around this way. Probably should have turned that international off. It's been running, theoretically speaking, it's been running overnight, but it's fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, we'll head up, sell this. Of course, the other thing too, actually, maybe what we'll do instead of get the land first is work on getting our farm shop going. And we could use some of the land we have. I don't know. I'm kind of back and forth. I think it might be time to get the farm shop rolling, because that's going to make us some extra added income right off the bat, while we're trying to get more stuff set up. And I think that'll be a good thing to do. I mean, it's going to cost us a lot to get that going. That farm shop's 15 grand just on itself to get going, but I think it's going to be worthwhile, and I think we can afford it now. So maybe that'll be what we end up doing this episode. But oop, there we go. Got that sold off in our 1,200 bucks. So yeah, I'll go over some comments when I come back. I will see you guys later on. I'll probably just bring you guys back in the spring, and we'll start getting planting going and stuff like that. So yeah, I will see you guys probably in the spring. All right, happy spring, everyone. Spring has sprung, if you will. Anyhow, we'll start to produce again. So I've been just taking care of the animals. Everything's been going great there for the most part. I bought 2 more pallets of hay. One of them is still partially filled, and I tried to bring it back to the farm, and it fell off and got wedged in the map here. Even super strength can't get it out, so that's going to be stuck there until we use it. We're starting to get low on straw, and this is the last bit of our oats here, which is, what is that? 1,300 liters. So we're probably going to have to buy more of that stuff soon. How are We need males that need to be sold. A couple of males that need to be sold off, so I'll have to get those delivered later on. If you look at their prices, like we just looked in here, even when they're young, they're still worth a decent amount. I mean, they're not worth like when they're fattened up, but it's just, for me, the male's just worth getting rid of them pretty quick. There, how many can this take? 50? Yeah, so once this has probably 50 females, we'll probably sell our 10 oldest. You guys do look pretty chubby in here, but yeah, we'll probably sell our 10 oldest and keep the younger ones to keep producing. We'll probably do that every year if we keep hitting 50 every year, which we probably will at a certain point. Our horses are still doing great. They're still doing their can be. Just to reiterate here, because I still get comments about it. Horses and seasons. Horses and seasons. They will never be worth anything. They'll always be worth zero. They don't gain any value. You get paid because if you take care of them, if you provide them their needs, which are these guys in here, you get paid. So if these needs are met, they will pay you every night. So that's just the way that horses work in season. It's weird their fitness says 0 for all of them because they technically should be getting ridden every night. But anyhow, regardless of that, they're never worth anything to you. The way it's kind of played off in seasons is they're owned by someone else, and they're just paying you to take care of them. So just note that. So I have a few other comments I want to mention. Darren did mention this a while back, and I don't know if I'll ever use it, but it is in here as an option. Actually, I think it's under miscellaneous. Shovels and wheelbarrow type things. Like here's the wheelbarrow. We could use that to transport stuff. 120 liters at a time is not a lot, but maybe at some point. And then if we go under here, there's also hand tools that I added in. That's just the rake, the shovel, stuff like that. I don't think those are the only two. But anyhow, so maybe at some point, but I don't see it happening. I still will probably mostly use, but this would be a perfect series for that, to be fair. So I just wanted to give Darren Duel the credit on that. Auden says we should get a dog. We might get a dog at some point, just not yet. Dogs are just, all it does, I guess, is cost you a little bit of money. You can see our money's gone up quite a bit, 35,000. And yes, we still have all of our wool from the previous year. I still haven't sold any because I've been waiting for the price to change, and the price hasn't. I mean, that's actually one of the best prices I've seen in a little while, but I want it to be above $4 grand so we actually get some good money for it. A couple things. Dylan Myers mentioned a couple things. One, he mentioned that we maybe could try doing some oil seed. I'm not sure if I will or not, but I'll keep that in the back of my mind knowing that we can. It's good to remind because I always forget that we can do oil seed, even though I have a video out on it and everything like that. But yeah, so thank you, Dylan. Dylan also mentioned a couple of different Oliver tractors that I could try out. I will check those out. Thank you for sending those over to me. Joe Gregg says that every time we should ever hit a stop sign while I'm recording, so while you guys are here, I should pay some sort of fine, like $1,000 or something. I don't know if I'll do that or not. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Not a bad idea, Joe. Locknuts mentioned that this map is specific as far as the animal cleaning goes, so it's not going to happen on this map. You're not going to need to clean them. And also, Locknuts does have a decent channel. Definitely go check it out. It's a good channel, not even just a decent channel. It's a good channel. I've been enjoying watching his series on Kleines Land as well. So make sure you guys go check that out. And yes, so where's field one? Field one. So a couple of you guys, Morgan the Deer Man said to buy the forest near field one. So that's this guy. That's the one I think I want to get as well. I don't like that I don't own that little chunk of land. I hate that I don't own those little extra bits. But so that's I can buy that, but we can't buy all these little extra bits. Anyhow, so that's a decent idea. That's probably what's going to end up happening, to be fair. And Jay Butters also said that's probably the one we should go with as well. Yeah, and you guys just have sent over so many just good suggestions for everything. So thank you for that. And lots of you mentioned about selling off one of these greenhouses or getting rid of one of these greenhouses so you don't have to worry about taking money out for the greenhouses every night to make sure it's more fair and easy. So I just have been filling up this one, and that's been just like a grand a day. So very good with all that. And we can put the farm shop here, which I think it should fit just fine there. Let's see. I think it's time to put that in. And the people that have mentioned that, Darren Duel, Tobias, Northern Shadow Fox, is that all one name? I think that might be. It's none of their I think that's one person. Sean Ward, Lee Pugh, and Towboat Fish. And I mean, there's others of you as well. So just thank you guys for all that. There's something under beekeeping that costs a lot of money, though. 20 grand to get that going. So fruit trees might be our first go-to with the pallets and stuff. Yeah, so fruit trees might be our first go-to, but yeah. The farm shop. Oh, that's going to fit perfectly right there. Is that the front of it or the back of it? Yeah, that's the front. So we want that That's how we want it. That's the back entrance back there. So that's how we would want it. I want that. Well, it's probably not going to cost more than 15 grand, but yeah. So I'd probably want it. I want room on the side of it in case I want to store stuff there or anything like that. But and I also need a little room around back. So I'm thinking like right there-ish. Go for it. Yeah, I think that looks good. We will probably a little bit muddier dirt. That's the kind of cleaner dirt there, if you will. I think that's good to keep that just kind of around. It just looks nice with the setup of the map and what we already have here. So I like that dirt on there. I think that's a good texture to use. Try to get in there a little bit more. Does not want to move around as freely. Try to get some of that from the front. There we go. There we go. That looks great. That's fantastic. Well, we got a farm shop going now, folks, so we can start working on fruit trees now. Are they? No. Fruit trees. Here we are. These guys. Oh, they're not too much money, so these guys we can get going pretty quick. Now, I think it does say fertilizer and water needed, so I think these do require manure and water to get going, which is fine. And Darren Duell did mention that 2 trees will start to work well with the sales, and I think that's 2 of each type, I think. But we'll probably get one of. We'll probably only start with a couple. Let's see how. Oh, these are huge, huge fruit trees. Now, obviously, we don't own this, so I'm not going to place them there. But these guys are huge. We might just have to bite the bullet and buy this farmland, or allegedly, how I was going to role play that. Buy the farmland around there, and clear the trees out. Because we could put them like back here, and this would be good spots for like a little orchard. I think that'd be a good thing to do. So maybe we'll set that up in the next episode. We'll start doing some of that. I don't want to spend all of our money yet. Now again, those are only $400 a piece though, so I guess that's not too bad. But setting up shop is pretty good. We're getting that going. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So how much do I want to? Let's look at the land parcels again. So if I'm going to buy like clear up to here, around here, that's almost the size of this. And that was 37. I would say that's probably, I mean, well, it's not really great land either though. So I'd say, I think it's probably fair to pay 20 grand for it. I mean, we have 20 grand in our bank account, so I probably don't want to get it just yet, but I think it's probably fair to pay 20 grand for it. 15 to 20, I think is probably fair for all that land. We will make some of it back by selling some of the good trees up here. I don't think I'm gonna run the firewood mod on this. I think I'm gonna try to suffer without it, but I think I'm gonna, I don't think I'm gonna run the firewood mod on it, but yeah. Oh, that would be a good way to take down some of those odd shaped trees and whatnot. So planting wise, we need to decide what we're gonna plant this year. So let's pull up we did sunflowers last year, and we were gonna do oats again. Okay, good. Oats did work out. That was what I was thinking about trying to do, which makes sense because we need more oats. So we'll try to plant oats, which if we look at 43 degrees, they're one of the ones that needs to be fairly warm. Not the warmest for sure, but fairly warm. So we're not there yet, though we can actually, let's say we can prep the field, but I'm pretty sure the field is, yeah, it's good to go. And it's fertilized 33%. So we just have to essentially just wait for it to be time to seed them. So this episode, what I want to get done is I want to get seeding done. I'll keep moving. I'm going to probably have to start, I'll probably put one more pallet over here and then start stacking them over here. I'll grab the front loader and get those moved out of the way here. But we can just do that. Just do that real quick. I'm getting pretty good at running this front loader. You guys are like, yeah, right. Let's get this guy picked up. My focus is going to pick up a little bit here. Jam that in there, and then what I've been doing, they just kind of square it off. Just kind of shoving it in there a little bit. It's like that. If I really want it to be square, which I kind of do because I'm a little OCD, and is that not getting any further? Anyhow, that's pretty close there. Almost exactly lined up with the rest of them. And if we get this guy, So it might be a bit of a pain to get off since I jammed it on there. There we go. Probably push that most of the way in there. Okay. I just been kind of shoving stuff around when I get these guys put away. Okay. This guy back in the corner. Yep, tilted a little bit there. Look at that. Locked perfectly in the corner there. Fantastic. Okay, so yeah, that's what I've been kind of doing with those, getting those just squared away. I could move the lime. You know what? Let's move the lime. I want to move the line out of the way here. Oh, that's heavy. Oh boy, never mind. The lime stays. It's, it's too heavy for the front loader. Okay, well, on that note, that can stay there. So there you have it. Okay, I'll back this up, get this reconnected. So episode wise, what else should we get done today? I'm trying to think. So I know a couple of you have said get rid of the horses and stuff like that. It's kind of tricky. So I mean, I think our best bet is honestly just to buy this land, or I think just to buy this land. I think 20 grand is reasonable for it. So I think buying that for, I hate that that's stuck out here. I think buying that for 20 grand and saying we own, you know, from this fence way up. So this would, I guess we'd own this too through here all the way over. So we probably could get rid of, I'll leave these fences up. We'll say along the fence line. And then out here, we'll say pretty much up to darn near the edge of the field here instead of the sheep, just because we lost a little land on the other side. So yeah, we'll stay out pretty far here. And then we can start cutting these. And I do need to install, actually, I need to write this down even just so I remember. I need to install the lumberjack mod, because that'll allow us to cut trees that are not on our property, which is what we need to be able to do. Lumberjack mod. There we go. Okay, so that's what I'll probably end up doing, getting that installed. I think, honestly, I mean, this is a good spot to wrap up. I know it's a little shorter of an episode, but I think we'll probably wrap it up here because we got what we need to get done. I mentioned a lot of you guys that have made some comments. We did get a couple of sales actually too, by the way. But let's just talk about a couple things while we're just wrapping up here. So there's a lot of good small tractors out there, obviously. So stuff that kind of places I want to go with this series at some point. I really like that look of that International. What's some stuff I haven't used before that I want to use in here? Let's see. I mean, that thing looks... Where's that configure? Yeah, like that thing looks cool looking. It's like that'd be a good looking little orchard tractor there almost. Yeah, so there's lots of good tractors, to be honest. That Valtra looks really good, that Valmet, the Ursus. The Ursus 4x4, that's the one that is by Driver 300. That one I have to use because I want to use it because Rusty Money Gaming loves that thing and I want to use it. Ooh, this thing looks pretty sweet. I think that's a little too oh, how much horse do you have? 47 horsepower? 22 grand? We ain't gonna buy that. The Alice Chalmers, that one probably looks pretty good. Just a little, basically, no, oh, we can add a 3-point. Okay, that's good. Woo, duals, that'd be big on that bad boy. 155 horses, that's actually not bad, so that could be one we could go with. We could also get a bigger Ford tractor if we wanted to. What is a D430? Ooh, that's interesting looking. Only 25 horsepower though, that's not worth the price that is. I've used this before, so I won't use that. The BR is pretty good. This one I might use just because it's one of my favorites, and I found this Kubota, it's really cool. And the electric one I want to use. So there's lots of good tractors on here. Gosh, there's so many good tractors. We're gonna end up owning like 50 tractors at the end of this. I thought, because what am I trying to say here? One of the TMR mixers came on sale, so I did think about, well, actually, how much does this thing cost today? I did think about doing cows, but I don't think I'm going to. We might actually do the D754 truck this series too, which is a good truck as well. Rusty might be pretty proud of us if we did that. Oh, there's so many good stuff that I don't normally get to use. And I don't have to use it all on here. We could also do, and let me guys know if you think. I mean, you guys have really enjoyed this series. We definitely could pick like another small map. I could really go off the deep end. I'm not really off the deep end necessarily. Oh, there's a hand tool section? I didn't even know it existed. Sorry, that was like a squirrel moment for me, but we could, not off the deep end. I could get a Polish map and play on it. I know, I feel like the community is super anti for the Polish maps because there's so many of them out there, but there's just a lot of good Polish modders out there that are making good maps and stuff. So yeah, anyhow, I could do a Polish map, but we'll see. Or I could do any other small map. It could be literally anything. We could run anything on anything. So yeah, but that's what I got for you guys. Sorry, I rambled on there a bit for a bit on the end, but yeah, we'll keep going. Let me know what you guys think about some of those things I was talking about. I've been reading all your comments and really enjoying it. And again, I do sometimes pre-record this ahead of time. This one should come out pretty quick after I record it. But yeah, anyhow, if you guys enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.